Welcome back to my channel. I'm back with another video, and today I wanted to talk to you guys about me, about who I am, and just give you guys a little bit of background of where I come from, who I am, what I do, what I have done. Basically a who are you video. Thought it was very important for me to talk about, who I am and what I'm going to be trying to bring to the table as far as YouTube content. And just an insight on who I am and maybe some things that I may talk about could be very relatable to other people. So, let's start off with my name is Monet the Mogul, but my real name, my legal name, is Simone Greenidge. I was born on the south side of Chicago, from Chicago, Illinois, but I currently reside outside of Chicago in Illinois. I was basically the average kid that, got on my mom's nerves, didn't listen at all. I was always in trouble, especially in high school, because I was, never listened and was just being bad. Not like horribly bad, but your average kid that just don't listen. I am 32 years of age. I am a Taurus. Woo-hoo. My birthday is in 29 days now, because it's May 19th. So 29 days, about a month later, a month, in about a month, my birthday is coming up. So woo to all the Tauruses out there. But yeah, I grew up on the south side of Chicago in my early years, and then my mom moved us out to the suburbs. She wanted to give her kids a great life, a great chance to have a great education. So I've always lived in the suburb area. I went to, elementary school, college, went to, middle school. I completed my education. It was a little rough when towards I want to say my first year of college, it was a little rough because I didn't finish. Because of me, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I wasn't really, I'm not going to say into college, but I don't know, it was just a lot going on. And my head wasn't really into completing my education. At that time, a little bit of financial issues, so it was a lot of different things. So I didn't complete my education then. And then I went off and I got pregnant when I was 21. Well, when I was 20, had my first child, who was 11. I had him at 21. And that's when I then completed my education. I went to Robert Morris University, got my associate's degree and my bachelor's in business management. And so from my teenage years into my adult years up until 21, I was just a child, and a kid just trying to explore who she was. Of course, when I was younger, like the average, big kid, I did experience people making fun of me. Not bullying, but because I was one of those kids where people may have talked about me and, called me names or whatever, but you knew you couldn't put your hands on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, people made their average fat jokes or whatever, but you couldn't put your hands on me. Like, we wasn't going for that. And then in high school is when I really kind of blossomed into me being a girl and realizing that I'm still beautiful no matter my size. So, I just was just the average high school girl, average kid or whatever. My grades and stuff wasn't, I was a C kid, an average kid. I hated school. And I just didn't care for school. So I just did whatever I needed to do to get out, But yeah, I had obviously my first boyfriend in high school and stuff like that. So I was just a regular kid. I didn't listen to my mom, like I said earlier, so I was always on punishment. My friends in high school was like, "Girl, are you ever gonna get off punishment? Like, what's going on?" So I rarely ever play with my friends because I was always on punishment. Um, but so everything was just regular for me. Then went off to uh, college, didn't finish that, like I said, and I then got pregnant at 20. Mom wasn't too happy, she wasn't too happy. Everything happens for a reason. So I got pregnant at 20 and had my child at 21. Didn't know what to do, didn't know nothing about, being a mother. Was not planning on having a child, but me being young and dumb, things happen. Um, so I had my child, learned how to be a mother, learned everything. Oh my God, patience. I used to be like, God, now I ain't got no patience. I can't even wait for my food to cool off. That's how impatient I am. So giving me a whole human being, I was just like, but let me tell you a small backstory of that though. Because when I initially became pregnant, I didn't mind keeping my child. But, me, again, making bad choices, didn't have the best father option. Um, didn't pick the best father option for my child, I should say. So, I basically was going to abort my child. Um, because I just knew it wasn't going to work. I knew with his situation it wasn't going to work. But it wasn't something I wanted to do. It was just something I was thinking on behalf of him. Um, but then, make a long story short, and he didn't ask me to do it or anything. It was just me, thinking about his situation rather than, thinking about what I wanted. And I was like, I'm 20, I'm young, whatever, whatever. So I was gonna do it. Everybody was like, no, don't do it, no, don't do it. And I will never, never, ever forget. It was so many signs, and I think that was the first time that I really, really started to believe in God. Because it was so many signs everywhere, on buses, on billboards, it was just so many signs of babies. And I will never forget this. This is gonna be funny, but I was watching Maury. We all know what Maury's about. And it was obviously about a paternity test, and they found out that the dude was a father. And it was right then and there. It was when the baby came out and, was introduced to the father after he found out that was his kid. And it was right then and there where I was like, oh my God, I'm keeping my child. And like I said, that was my first time really, really, really believing that there was a God, because it was so many signs everywhere. And I didn't know what that meant until then. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of women who have thought about, I'm not ready, I'm too young, And I like to be honest. The one thing you're going to learn about me is I'm very honest, and I am very open to certain things, because I feel like there's a lot of people that has gone through what I have gone through, and if my story could help other people, why not? So, other people may not want to share certain things or may think it's too private, but for me, certain things like this, in the thought process of having a kid, and you've never had a kid and you're only 20, a lot of women has had those thoughts in their minds of being scared and not knowing what they're going to do. And then I'm like, what is my mom going to say? Like, she going to be so mad. So let me tell y'all. I waited to tell my mom while she was at work. Now, I know I'm not the only one who used to do this. When your mom was at work and you knew, because she couldn't yell, she couldn't, curse you out, she couldn't do nothing because she was at work. So you tell her all the bad stuff while she's at work, right? So then when she have time to come home, she'd be cooled down by then, right? So that's what I did. I waited. I was at work, and I told her, because I'm like, I knew she couldn't yell at me, she couldn't be mad. By this time, I was out of my mom's house anyway. So I wasn't living at home, but I waited to tell her. So I was like, I'm pregnant. She's like, you what? So she took it really, really well. She took it really, really good. She was glad that I did not go through with the abortion because we don't believe in doing that. But I will say, me having my son, it really, it just brung us, close to have a baby in the house, and it was just a different atmosphere. Like we've never had a baby in the house that was, one of ours. I have two sisters and two brothers, so my brother on my father's side, he's in a different state, but I've always lived with my two sisters and my brother. And so, we're all grown and of age and stuff like that. So, we didn't have babies in the house, So it was just a different atmosphere once my son got here. So, anywho, I was nervous, I was scared like any first time mother, but I will say that over the years I realized it was meant for me to have a child because I didn't have no stability before I got pregnant. Meaning I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. I didn't know at that time. I was just working to have a paycheck. I wasn't working towards any career goals, any of that. I was just working to have money in my pocket and to live my life. So when I became a mother, it was a mission for me to do something, to be something to somebody. Even if it's not for me, I now have a duty to be somebody to this little child. So that's when I decided to complete my education, and I decided to complete, school and stuff like that. And that's what I did. I went back to college, and that's when I got my degree. And I really started to think about, okay, what do you want to do? Where do you want to go? Where do you want to be? And it just really put focus into me to realize that you have a purpose now, and you need to figure out what you're going to do. So that was 11 years ago, and it was just always me and my son. And then, boop, here come my little girl. Pretty big gap. I got a 1-year-old girl. And I've always wanted a girl. And she was, she wasn't a surprise, but it was like, oh, Simone, you done messed up. But all kids are a blessing. So I was like, okay, let's do this. And she was just so beautiful. And she just, oh my God, she reminds me of me. She got a little attitude, a little personality on her like her mama. But I was just so, when I seen her, I cried. When I had a C-section, so when I seen her, because I was so nervous, I was like, oh, she got all her fingers and her toes and da-da-da-da. And when I seen her and I knew that she was okay and everything was put in the right place on her body, I cried. I cried. As soon as they, because when you have a C-section, they have the whole curtain or whatever over you. And so they came around, wrapped up her, came around and kind of put her face on me or whatever. And I cried. So I was like, oh my God, thank you God, thank you Jesus that my baby's okay. And then it was just, it's different around, again, it's a different atmosphere. It was always me and my son for the last 10, 11 years. It was just me and him. And here come a little baby running around. It's so different now. I'm like, I gotta learn how to change diapers again, having toys everywhere. She got crap everywhere. I'm sitting there calling her name every 5 seconds. She is now walking, so she's all over the house. So it's a different atmosphere, but I'm like, I wouldn't take it back because I now even have more of a reason to make sure that the goals that I want to accomplish in my life, I have to, because of them. I have to leave them with something, with a legacy to carry on. So I'm really, really, I don't want to say excited because I say that a lot, but I'm really thankful for my kids because my kids really mentally pushed me to do something with my life and figure it out. Other than that, I'm just a mom, a hustler by any means. I will get my money by any means, however I need to. And you guys will see that. You guys will see, within my journey, I am a single mother of 2 kids. And so, I do everything. I do everything on my own. I do have the help of my family, absolutely. My family absolutely helps me a lot. My mom, especially. Um, but, it's not their responsibility. At the end of the day, it's my responsibility to take care of my kids. And you guys will get to see, the things that I do, the things I have to go through with taking care of my children. So that's just a little bit about me. Also, on the outside, the social side, I'm very much of an introvert, so I like to keep to myself. I like to, just be to myself. Um, but I do have my moments when I want to go out and have fun with my girls and things like that. Obviously, since we're in quarantine, I can't do that right now. But when I do, I like to go out and I like to have fun, but I more than likely like to stay in the house. Um, I'm a plus size advocate for plus size women, so I love to, look cute, wear cute clothes and really be confident in my size. Um, I was not always like that when I was younger. I definitely had issues with being a big girl. But like I said, throughout high school, I started to grow into that and realize that I'm cute, just, like any other girl. I just got a little bit more weight on me. I get a little extra rolls, which, is okay. um, so yeah, I mean, I'm just, I am very strong-minded, I will say. I'm not judgmental. I'm not opinionated. However, I do have a strong stand on certain beliefs. But if you are the opposite of what I may believe in or whatever case, maybe that's totally fine. Like everybody has a right to do, say, feel however they do, say, or feel. However you live your life at the end of the day is none of my business. Um, but I am a strong woman, and you have to be a strong friend or a strong guy for me to interact with and take seriously. you know so yeah, I just try to stay focused on my kids, try to stay focused on my future. I'm not out here in the streets. I'm not in nobody's business. I don't care about any of that. I just care about me doing what I'm supposed to do, and by the grace of God, everything that I'm trying to do will come to fruition. And yeah, so that's a little bit about me, a little bit about who I am. So I hope you guys, continue to comment. I'm so happy. My first video, like I set a goal. I posted my video on Saturday, and I had set a goal to reach 100 views within 24 hours, and I reached that goal. So I was really excited. It may be, small to other people, but it's an accomplishing, goal for me. So I was really excited, to have reached that goal. So we'll see how many views this gets. Hopefully we can double that. But I'm just excited to go through this journey of YouTubing and learning more things. And so, yeah, I don't want to say I'm excited again because I know I said it like 400 or 500 times. But anywho, so thank you guys so much for watching my video. Please like, comment, share. I really, 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 really need you guys' support to share this video, to follow this video, to comment and subscribe. I'm trying to reach a goal of 1,000 subscribers by May 19th. So my birthday, I would love to have the gift of 1,000 subscribers. So please share this video, subscribe this video, tell it to any and everybody that you can. Show your girl some love and support. And I'm going to do my best to give you guys something entertaining to watch. If you have any questions, comments, or whatever that you would like for me to talk about, any, questions, Q&As, let me know. And let me know in the comment section or whatever. Follow all my social media, which will be down in the description box. And I just look forward to you guys' support, and I look forward to showing you guys who I am, taking a journey into my life, my kids, all that good stuff. So be safe. Wash your butt, wash your hands, sanitize, do all that good stuff. Stay in the house so we can get over this quarantine, because I am too cute, okay, to be sitting in the house. I did all of this to just be sitting here talking in front of the camera. Okay, I want to be outside looking cute. Anyway, So I'll catch you guys in another video. Please follow, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will catch you guys in another video. Thank you. See you later. Bye.